Okay, continuing on. Now, I'm going to say that this is the same as this. I didn't draw it well, so I guess it doesn't. But that's all I'm going to say. And the question is, first of all, do we have two similar triangles here? And I'm going to say that this triangle is similar, not the same, similar, to this triangle, assuming I had drawn it correctly. But we only have one angle that's the same. And remember, to have similar triangles, we need two angles that are the same. So we're going to make use of another theorem, which is that if you have two straight lines that go through each other, well, all lines are straight, I guess. But if you have two lines that go through each other, and they're both straight, I said it again. But what we're going to have is this angle is the same as this angle, and this angle is the same as this angle. We call it the opposite angle theorem. So the opposite angles are the same. And what we could see in this triangle over here, not this triangle, in this shape over here, we know that here's two lines crossing, so we know that this angle and this angle have to be the same as each other, which means now that they are similar triangles. Coloring the corresponding sides. Pause it now, try to do it yourself. Dot and arc, dot and arc. Arc and nothing, arc and nothing. Dot and nothing, dot and nothing. And there we have that. Example 5. I'm going to give you that this and this are the same angle. So, again, the question is, are there two similar triangles? Now, the first question we should ask is actually, are there even two triangles? Because this shape over here is not a triangle. This is a quadrilateral, 4 sides. So is there two triangles? And there is. If you look, this is one triangle over here, and then the other triangle is this bigger one over here. So what we have is we have small triangle, and we have big triangle. Small triangle, big triangle. Now we're also going to notice, if I look at this angle over there, this angle happens to be in both of those triangles. This angle is in the small triangle, and it's also in the big triangle. Okay, so now let's start marking the corresponding sides. So this side of the small triangle, which is between star and dot, is going to be the same as this side in the big triangle. Similarly, what we have here is, if we go between dot and blank, so this side in the small triangle is going to correspond to this side in the big triangle. And last but not least, star nothing and star nothing. So we have corresponding sides, but here the corresponding sides overlap each other a bit, which can be a bit confusing, for sure. There's going to be another type of overlapping one. We often do these triangles for shadows. So I'm putting squares there. That's a specific angle marker. So yes, they're the same, but also they happen to be 90 degrees. And kind of like the other one, we have this angle over here, which is common to both the small triangle and the big triangle. So let's start marking the sides. So the pretty the straightforward one is right angle and blank, right angle and blank. So that on the small corresponds to that one on the big. Now, let's do this one over here. So this is between the dot and, actually, we'll do the other one first. So this one is between dot and the right angle, so between the orange and the blue, and that corresponds to this. So that's the small side of the triangle, which corresponds to that side. Both of them are between the same angles. And similarly, this is between dot and the blank, and that one corresponds to that one over there. That's our corresponding angles for that triangle.